Welcome to Between the Bytes. I'm Gary Arnold. Arash.
I could do this on my own. He doesn't need me. They don't need me. I am Between the Bytes.
Welcome to Between the Bytes. I'm Gary Arnold.
And I'm Arash. No, wait. I'm Sandra Smith. Sorry, who is in charge of getting a teleprompter around here?
Yeah, we gotta get one of those. Hey Sandra, thanks for joining me today. It's great to have you.
No problem.
Who needs Arash anyway?
Nah.
Today on Between the Bytes, we'll be talking about some news from Facebook, a little bit of progress in the Tesla world. We also have an announcement from Microsoft and some local news about a ski resort, so stay tuned.
So Monday was the eclipse and no apocalypse happened.
The world did not end.
It didn't end. But it was fantastic. I was up in Idaho and I saw the total eclipse and it was something surreal, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
The stars come out, I hear. And
stars came out, you could see some planets. Everything kind of got hazy and it was fantastic.
that's awesome.
So,
Yeah, we took some pictures here at the office of us trying to see it. We didn't get totality here at the Executech office, but still pretty cool to see.
yeah, I have some pictures that Gary will share on here, and it was anytime that you get a chance to see the eclipse, I highly recommend it. I think the next one is supposed to be in April in 2024, somewhere in Texas. So.
Set your alarm clock. Google just announced their latest version of Android, and they're calling it Android Oreo, so I hope you brought your appetite. Google is known for releasing Android updates that are food related. We've had Kit Kat in the past, and different pies, different things like that. And so this new edition is called Oreo, and it's going to be available on Android devices in the coming months. If you have a Pixel, it is actually already available. Some of the new features include better notifications. It has better battery life. It'll help conserve battery a little better. There's also some features with the apps, things that you can pin, and things like that. So all in all, a great update to Android.
Fantastic, looking forward to that. For Facebook users, there is a safety feature in Facebook that during a natural disaster or any sort of emergency, you can check in with your family and friends. That's been available randomly now?
Intermittently, depending on the event.
Okay, but now that is now built into the Android app. So, if there's any disasters that happen, make sure that you check out your Facebook app and check in to let your family and friends know that you are safe.
Yeah, it's a great feature. Microsoft has been working behind the scenes for the past couple of years on a voice recognition software designed to transcribe voices into written text. When it was initially released, it did fine, but it was not as good as human transcribers. Well, they recently surpassed some expert transcribers. This Microsoft artificial intelligence, which we like to talk about here on the show, has now an error rate of less than 6.3% when transcribing human voice. It's going to become a great tool, I think, for a variety of circumstances, and we'll probably see it integrated into Cortana and other Microsoft apps in the years to come.
Great improvements by Microsoft.
Yeah.
So on some other news, we have Tesla being the number 4 car maker in the world, number 1 in the US. In 2013, they started at around 3.9 billion when they launched their Model S. They are now valued at over $58.7 billion.
Wow.
Yep. So now in value, they are ahead of GM and Ford.
That's incredible. Despite shipping far fewer cars, the market just loves Tesla. They are really cool.
They are kind of cool.
And finally, with some local news, the Deer Valley Resort is in process of being acquired by a venture capital group. There's a group, and I need to read this because there's quite a few of them, KSL Capital, Henry Crown and Company, Intrawest Resort Holdings, Mammoth Resorts, and Squaw Valley Ski Holdings are all coming together to purchase Deer Valley Resort and to bring it in part of their other resorts that these resort companies hold. They hold over a dozen different mountain resorts across the states, and they're looking to acquire that. They don't anticipate there being a lot of changes to how the resort runs and things like that. It'll just be a different change for that ski resort.
Definitely try to make them all year round sort of resorts.
A 4-season resort, as they call it. And if you have bought season passes at Deer Valley already, they are still valid, of course. This acquisition is anticipated to take place before the 2017-18 winter season. So we're headed off to our Product Insider and featured guest. We want to let you know that this week is going to be a little special. We have a special guest, a friend of ours here at Executech who is an expert in some specialized equipment. And so we'll be demoing that along with our interview with him. Stay tuned, it's going to be really awesome. Welcome to this week's featured guest on Between the Bytes. We have a special guest with us, Carrie Brown. How you doing, Carrie?
Good. How are you?
Welcome. Yeah, I'm doing good. Carrie, we wanted to ask you a little bit about what you do at Executech. We understand it's fairly technical. You're known as one of the smart guys on the block. Tell us a little bit more about what you do here.
Well, I think I get pulled into the really hard stuff. Yeah, I'm someone that the guys reach out to help with problems they're having. A lot of networking stuff.
Networking, okay.
Yep.
Right. What is a trend you're seeing? Is there a frequent problem you're seeing, and is there something businesses could do to sort of either prevent it or easily fix it?
Design your networks properly at the get-go. Some people seem to, I'm not sure where it is in the organization, but when designing your network, a lot of people tend to overdo it, and that causes more problems down the line in the future when you need to, say, add another building and add some more space. A lot of times that requires us to go through and redo pretty much everything you had there. Redo IP addresses and things like that. So
Keeping it simple.
Keeping it simple and planning for the future.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
That's great advice for anything, I think.
Yeah.
And Carrie, last of all, we like to ask, what are some books or podcasts, movies? What are you into right now? What are you watching or enjoying?
What am I into right now? I am currently, I got a zither.
A zither?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a lap harp. So that's the technical term for it. And so I've been experimenting with that. That's currently what I'm into. I like weird instruments and collecting them and things. So that's what.
Well, we're going to have you back for a demonstration.
Yeah.
Practice up and get ready for a musical number. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty random.
So Carrie, the last thing, as one of our special guests, we understand that you have a pretty interesting hobby.
Yeah.
And we'd like to go and have you demonstrate that hobby. I understand you are quite a drone fanatic.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to go outside and we're going to check out some of your drones, and we appreciate having you come.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thanks. All right, Carrie, so talk to us a little bit about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this is what I fly the most. It's a Vortex 250. I fly that with a GoPro Session 5 attached to the top. Goggles. These are what I fly with. Put these on my face, and I can see what the second camera, this is the actual camera I fly with. So we record in HD with the GoPro, and I view what this is doing with the second CCD camera with these goggles.
Tell us a little bit about the flying specs of your drone. Speed, length, height, all that.
So by law, we're only allowed to fly to 400 feet. So that's as high as I can go, is 400 feet. As far as distance, things like that, with this smaller receiver, it's probably only about 1,000 feet around myself. As far as top speed goes, probably 75 miles an hour,
Wow.
maybe. Just with this configuration, so they go a lot faster than that. But
And are you also a racer?
I do race.
Are you considered a professional racer?
No, I'm not.
Where does one go to watch races, drone races?
There are some. There's the Utah model port that's by the airport. You can. There's a racetrack in Springville. So it's just getting involved with those groups on Facebook and figuring out when they're doing stuff.
Awesome. All right, let's check out these things in flight.
Yeah.
And we're back at the studio.
I like the studio.
It's a nice studio. Our tech tip of the week is to look up the saved passwords that you've saved in Google Chrome. You probably know that Chrome will automatically offer to save your passwords, and you can save them. But did you know that you can go back and look at those passwords if you need to share them, change them, whatever it may be? You can visit the Settings tab in your Chrome browser, and as you look under the Advanced Features, there's an option to Manage Passwords. There you can look at all the passwords you've saved over time, and you can look and see the passwords that you've saved. It will prompt you to type in your computer password for security, which is a nice feature. But once you've typed that in, you'll be able to see the passwords and use them as you need. So that's our tech tip of the week.
Awesome tip. I use it all the time because I read my passwords all the
Yeah.
time.
Thank you for co-hosting with me today, Sandra. It was great.
It was fun.
Thank you for watching Between the Bytes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know if there's more features you'd like to have us cover in on upcoming episodes. We'll catch you next week.
See ya.